What's up, everybody? This is Cam Jennings coming at you on behalf of epicconversions.com. Hope you're doing well out there. Today I want to talk to you about list building some more. I guess this is part 2 of our list building series. When it comes to list building, it's important to remember that list building and email marketing are two halves of the same coin, two sides of the same coin. People used to say to me, they'll say to me this, I don't get this question as much anymore, but people used to ask me a lot, like, when should I start emailing people? Like, how many leads should I have on my list before I start emailing people? And I thought that was such a funny question, because the thing is, you should basically start, emailing your list like immediately. I say you should have an autoresponder sequence in place before you ever have any leads on your list, and then commit. Once you start a list, commit to emailing that list like a broadcast message, not an autoresponder message, but a broadcast message. Commit to emailing your list at least once a week, at the very least. And that's from jump, right? That's just from the beginning. Commit to doing it, at least once a week from the very beginning. With list building, you got to understand, in the last podcast I did on this, I was talking about quantity is not greater than quality, right? And as we move forward into the future, quality becomes even more of an issue. Well, when it comes to your email marketing, that's a big part of raising the quality level of your list, okay? So, and people think when I say good email marketing, I mean like provide lots of information in your emails. Don't just sell people stuff all the time. They have this kind of like really basic idea of what I mean when I say good email marketing. But that is not what I mean. I don't mean just provide a bunch of information in the inbox. In fact, I would say it's honestly the opposite of that. No, I don't think you should just be pitch all the time. But you have to understand, there has to be some entertainment value in your emails. You have to be like a real person in your emails. And by doing this, you're going to build some rapport with those people. The fact of the matter is, people don't buy based on logic, they buy based on emotion. I've said that to you guys before. So how do you invoke emotion? Well, it starts by getting people to have an opinion about you, one way or the other, right? And not just an opinion that doesn't invoke emotions either. I'm talking about an opinion like they like you or they hate you, right? I'm not talking about like a dry opinion, like what is Cam in the inbox? Oh, Cam gives me information about traffic. That's Cam. No, I'm not talking about that. When they think about you want them to have some kind of emotion attached to the thought around you, and ideally it's a good emotion, like, oh yeah, he's awesome, or oh yeah, he's funny, or oh yeah, I'm always excited when I get an email from that person, right? Sometimes that's a story, sometimes that's a joke, sometimes that's a bit of information they didn't know. It could be a lot of things, but the point is, you want there to be some kind of emotion attached to how people think about you in the inbox. And then the second thing that I would say is, to me, good email marketing is like basically like viewing your newsletter like it's your ecosystem. That is your ecosystem, right? And people are just along for the ride. You know, people who are on your list, they're along for the ride. It's your ecosystem, it's your world, right? So you set the rules. So what that means is if you do not allow disrespect, you know, maybe you'll ban people from your list if people are disrespectful. Not only do you do this, but you talk about it in your emails, right? And by talking about those kinds of things in your emails, you actually are setting the rules for your ecosystem. All right, now that is good email marketing. You are letting people know these are what the rules are, these are what the boundaries are. I'll give you an example. In 2024, I added a new kind of rule to my world, if you will. And that rule is that I don't promote any of my stuff except to my email list. So like, if you're not on my email list, you're not going to know about the new stuff that I have going on, right? Now, that's a new thing that's a new twist that I just added to my ecosystem in 2024. So this does a couple things. Number one, it makes my products a little bit harder to find for people. They're not going to know about them unless they're in the club, so to speak. And what is the club? It's my newsletter. Another thing it does is it kind of, there's kind of like repercussions for unsubscribing to my email list. You know what I mean? Before, if people were like, well, I like Cam's stuff, but I don't want to be emailed to every day and promoted stuff. I got too many emails in the inbox. I'm just going to unsubscribe from his list, and then I'll just, look out for his new stuff, Well, they're not going to do that now because it's like, oh, wait, I'm not going to know about his new stuff unless I'm on his list. So these kinds of things are good email marketing. They're the kinds of things that invoke emotion. They're the kinds of things that produce opinions about you. And they're the kinds of things that keep the quality of the leads on your list high. So those are kinds of things I'm talking about when I say practice good email marketing. And again, this is something that you should be working on from jump. As soon as you start building a list, you work on your email marketing. Why? Because it's going to do two things. It's going to help you get rid of people who don't belong on your list, and it's going to help you raise the quality of your list. Another thing that you can do that is, in my opinion, really good email marketing is culling your list. Like just get rid of people who haven't opened an email in the last 3 months. I mean, if you and honestly, I'd go like 1 month, to be honest. But it really depends on how you're getting your leads. To me, like if you're getting your leads with like solo ads or whatever, which I don't know how anyone can trust solo ads in 2024, but if you're getting your list with solo ads, then I'd be washing my list every 2 weeks. If someone hasn't opened an email in 2 weeks and you're mailing every day. But just as a general rule, like let's just say you're really you're practicing your email marketing, but let's just say you're mailing your list once or twice a week. So pretty casually, you're not going hard in the paint on your emails. Okay, well, look, this is bare minimum, okay? And I'm being very conservative here. If someone hasn't opened any of your emails in 3 months, they need to go. No re-engagement series, no trying to get them to resubscribe. Just get rid of them. Get rid of them. They don't belong there. They haven't opened up an email in 3 months. They don't belong there. So again, that's another way to practice good email marketing. So to swing it back to our list building, because this is really a list building series, the main thing that I want to impart on you today is that list building and email marketing are really, in my opinion, they are two sides of the same discipline. They're not different. They're two sides of the same discipline. It's almost like if you're learning karate, you have to learn punching and kicking in karate. You don't just learn punching, you got to also learn kicking. So like that's how it is to me. They're so closely related that they're two sides of the same discipline. And that's really the second thing that I want to point out today when it comes to list building. Anyways, look, if this resonates with you at all, be sure to get over to epicconversions.com. Sign up for my free newsletter. I like to think I give out my best free content by email, not by random walking video with my phone. And that's all I got. That's at epicconversions.com. I'll see you in the next one. All right, peace.